Good morning everyone, I'm Romer Janagrida and I'm here to discuss the victim facilitation theory. Ano nga ba ang victim facilitation theory? In the study of victimology, there is a theory called victim facilitation. Sa pag-aaral daw ng victimology, may theory tinatawag na victim facilitation. The victim facilitation theory of shared responsibility of a crime between the offender and the victim. Sa victim facilitation theory daw, nag-share ng responsibility si offender at si victim sa isang crime. Victim holds responsibility of crime by inadvertently or carelessly make the crime act easier for the offender. Yon. Kaya nga sa pagkasabi, dahil sa kawalan ng responsibilidad ni victim, mas napapadali kay offender na mag-commit ng crime sa kanya. This victim who facilitate their victimization shared a small portion of blame. The risk of their property being stolen is raised due to their negligence of assisting the offender. Dahil sa kapabayaan nga ni victim, mas madaling nakukumit ni offender yung crime. Kunyari sa gamit, iniwan niya. Bakit niya iniwan? Di ba? Hindi mas madali kay offender na kuhanin yun kasi wala naman nakita sa kanya at saka wala doon yung may kanya. When in the right condition, criminal inclined people are attracted to property victim with negligence and poorly guarded position. Dahil sa kapabayaan ni victim sa kanyang mga property, mas na-attract yung mga criminal na mag-commit sa kanya ng crime. When victims share responsibility to a crime due to their facilitation, they can be target of victim blaming. Victim blaming can be seen as the offender and victim are connected partner to the crime. Di ba? Connected. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya madaling o hindi siya basta-basta ganun magagawa ng crime kung hindi rin dahil sa ginagawa ni victim. Kunwari sa rape, di ba? Hindi kanya basta-basta ma-rape kung hindi ka nakipag-inuman sa kanya, kung hindi ka nakipag-inom sa kanya. In victim blaming, you can see that the theft of the victim property was mutual between the parties and the victim is just as the fault as the offender. When pointing cases of mutuality between the victim and the offender, one more identify both parties' motive. Victim facilitation is when the victim makes themselves easily accessible or vulnerable to being attacked. Bale, parang siya si victim yung gumagawa ng paraan para maging vulnerable siya at mas madali siyang ma-attack ni offender. Parang mas pinapadali niyang gawan siya ng crime. Their lifestyle and ways of life cause them unknowingly put themselves in risk for a serial killer to attack them by their vulnerability. Dahil sa lifestyle, kunyari, lifestyle mo na yung kung saan ka napunta, anong oras ka na uwi, yun, gumagawa ka ng paraan para mas madaling kang atakihin or gawan ng crime ng serial killer. I have here an example para mas madaling maintindihan yung victim facilitation theory. A woman who is regularly regular party grower will willing accept a random drink from a man and not think twice simply because she may like the attention at first and like the idea of a free drink. She is not thinking that she is potentially putting herself in the dangerous situation to be dangered, raped, and killed. Many of these situations often tend to happen in the college town.
I had a poker night in my bedroom. I got really drunk. I passed out and someone raped me. It was just a group of people I knew relatively well. One of them brought friends, and one of his friends was the one that raped me. From what my sober friends told me, the guy had a couple of drinks, but not a lot. Apparently at one point I'd been drinking straight vodka. You'd think that if you were at home you'd be able to drink as much as you wanted because it's your house. If you want to drink, surely that's an okay place. It's not like I was going out to a bar or a nightclub, or I was walking down a dark alleyway at night. I was in my house. I was put to bed. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but lots of people then left. The guy who raped me obviously stayed behind. I have one memory during the night. Basically, I was lying in bed. I woke up. I saw him on top of me. My trousers were down by my ankles. They'd obviously been pulled down. I pulled away. I heard him say, "Oops, it fell out." Then I passed out again. I woke up about 2 p.m. My friend messaged me, "What happened last night?" I felt a bit awkward about it. It was only when he said, "Maria, that's rape," that I thought, actually, that's not okay. The police weren't very helpful. They came to my house with evidence bags for my bed sheets, my clothes, and 2 condoms I found on the floor. Then this woman arrived and she basically told them that my case wouldn't stand up in court and to give me back the evidence bags. She was just very forceful, very matter of fact. "You're a stupid little girl." I don't think she said that in so many words. "You have to drop this case." She told me how scary court was. I was still in shock. I wouldn't say that I exactly knew what was going on. It wasn't fair to put pressure on me in that moment to make a decision. The college wasn't very helpful either. They apparently had a few conversations with the person who raped me. A couple of weeks later, they decided that it was okay. They could drop it. I told them I was feeling uncomfortable around college. Deal with it. Leave if he's around. I told them that I failed an exam because he was there. They said that next time they'll make sure he's not in the same room.
Now I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire burning the trees, and I see fire.
He's always kind of around. We have friends in common, friends who don't necessarily know the situation, so I leave. And then they end up having a little party with him. Last Christmas in the bar, he was just sitting there all night between me and the door. I couldn't leave. He must know that I'm a click of a button away from telling everyone he's a rapist. That feels extremely empowering. I don't need him in prison. And I'd like to think with sexual consent workshops in college, he won't reoffend. It's not my fault for passing out. It's his fault for raping me. I like to think that there's more to my personality than just being a person who got raped. I don't want people to look at me and think, that's the girl that got raped. I want them to think, that's the girl that did X, Y, and Z. She's amazing.
Di ba? Yung victim facilitation theory ay tumutukoy sa victim kung paano siya mag-act, kung paano siya kung paano niya ingatan yung sarili niya. Kung ganyan ka ba naman, kung saan ka na ipag-inuman, kung sino-sino ka pag-inuman mo, may possible na may mag-commit sa'yo ng crime. Kasi parang wala ka nang pakialam sa sarili mo kung sino-sino ka inuman mo Yun lang. Yun lang yung about sa victim facilitation theory. About sa victim, kung paano siya mag-act or paano niya ingatan yung kanyang sarili.